get the gods, the charts from my generation. I'll take the come on, let's get it on. The money, we're in this together and do it all. They said that nothing's forever, and they refuse to see the change in me. Why won't they wake up?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw, welcome to Non-Stop Wrestling. My name is Beautiful Dave Easton and I hope you're ready for another action-packed action night here on Raw on Non-Stop Wrestling. Let's get things started. And tonight we have a rematch from SmackDown. It is Mark Russ versus Giant Limbo. These two are going to start us off tonight on Raw. Let's see what happens as we kick off Monday Night Raw. And here he is, Mark Russ, who picked up the win on SmackDown over Giant Lombardo by countout. So our GM John Laurinaitis made this match to kick off Raw this week. We wanted to see if there would be a winner in the ring, so we have this rematch tonight. As we know about Mark Russ, he is the Gothic type. He says it's his style, and his style will always get him to the top, and he hopes a win here tonight, his second over Giant Lombardo, will move on to better things. And here he is, the big man from Russia, Giant Limbo has had very good success in the Russian circuit. He wants to make it big here. Lost by counter, which got put through the barriers on SmackDown. We will look for better success tonight. So here we go then. It is our first match of Raw. It is Mark Russ versus Giant Lombardo, as they tie up and into it straight away into a move from Russ. Picks the big man up, drops him. That's a very painful move across the knee. As you can see, just the height difference on these two men. I think when he got put through the barriers on SmackDown, that was devastating enough. He couldn't answer the 10 count, couldn't get back into the ring. And he has been livid over the weekend. Giant Lombardo, who has said that he wants to show his true skills. And he has said that Mark Russ is in for one hell of a beating tonight. Mark Russ, on the other hand, not many people. He likes to keep himself to himself. And as we said in the entrances, he said his style. He says no one will match his style. He doesn't care what anybody thinks of him. He's here to get the job done. Again, and it looks like a sort of a shin breaker. Very painful move, trying to get the big man off his feet, which is not a bad strategy, if you come to think of it. And again, there's the chop block. Very good strategy on a big man, trying to get him off his feet. Limbo with a headbutt. Using his, well, he's got a giant head. Not going to lie about that one. He's a very big individual. Now watch this. Up and over for the suplex. Takes him down. And again, brings the arm down. That's very smash and grab kind of style. Both men seem to have early on. Into the corner. Oh, and a good reversal. Brings it out. Now puts Limbo into the corner and big splash. Takes the big man off. See, Russ is not a small man in any means, but against Limbo, anybody is going to be a small individual. Brings him down again. Third time he's done that move. And it's working. A go behind. Turns him round. Into the corner. And there's that splash again. And again, Limbo's off his feet. Rolls him over. Oh, and drops down on the arm. Working every part of the body. Oh, and this look at the strength. And drops him down. On his head. Is that... we're going to have a cover here. Not even... Referee out of position. Not even a 1 count. Too early in this contest. Limbo into the headlock. Punch to the head. Knocks Russ down. Then the club to the back, and a second, and a third, and the fourth. Finally takes him down. Limbo with the arm, smashes the arm into the canvas, and drops a very big elbow down into the heart of Russ. When his arm sort of hit you, sort of know you've been hit. Look at that, Russ down, and there's the spine buster. Now what's he doing with the leg? Takes the leg back. Now working on the leg. Gonna do it again. There's a second. Limbo takes it over. Remember, also on tonight's broadcast, you'll see the second semi-final of the women's tournament. Nikki Bella versus Molly Holly is planned for tonight. Limbo now gets him on. Look at this, with a big guy on the second rope. Now onto the top. Superplex coming. Big superplex into the middle of the ring. Oh, we're going to get a cover here. What's he going to do? Drops down the elbow again. Oh, this could be the end. He's calling for it. But what's he doing? He's waiting for Russ to get up, I think. Russ to his feet. Oh, but then Russ was playing possum and catches him in the slam. Goes to the cover. On 2. No, 2 count only. Big fall-away slam. Gets the crowd up on its feet. And now a big belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Russ showing his strength. But Limbo coming back. Oh, there's the kick. That's what he wanted. He's got the kick. He's dropping the knees down. The go behind. The crowd now sensing Russ is on the charge. Can he try? It's going to be very surprising if he can get the last ride though. He likes to call it the last ride wins of change. It would be very surprising if he manages to do it on such a big fella as Giant Limbo. There's the arm. Go behind again. The chop block takes him down again. Big splash. Is that going to do it? 1. It is, and that is it. Russ picks up the win with the splash. Off the rope, drove the air out of Limbo, and that is the victory. Russ picks up the win, and that's 2 victories he now holds over Giant Limbo. As we see some of the action from the replays. Some of the punching power of Limbo there, but the splash was enough, and that got the 3. Mark Russ picks up the win, and he is off to a great start, and we're off to a great start ourselves here on Monday Night Raw. Russ playing to the crowd, but that's a big win. And he is off and running. I'm sure we'll see plenty more of him in the coming weeks here on Monday Night Raw. But here is your winner. Russ picks up the win. As we go to... and we are going to be joined by the champion, The Miz. He retained the title last week, remember, in the triple threat match. He is joined by Zack Starr. Remember, he was also the second person, one of the other people in that triple threat match last week. Let's see what The Miz has to say this week. He is the champion. He is the world title holder. He says this title means more to him than anything else. As we are now in with the interview, he says Daniel Cage. Remember, he will face later on this evening after he beats Zack Starr on SmackDown. And he's saying that he came out interrupting the face of non-stop wrestling. And look at it, what a stipulation for the match in 2 weeks. Remember, The Miz will defend the title against Daniel Cage in 2 weeks' time. And he says if he wins tonight, he will get to pick the stipulation. But coming up next, it is Fandango versus our resident superhero, the Hurricane. That match is next here on Monday Night Raw. Fandango. He says he doesn't care what the crowd think. They can sing along to his song all he likes. He does not care for these fans one bit. And he got off to a winning start last week when he beat Chuck Taylor. But tonight he is in for a fight against the Hurricane.
Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through.
And here he is, the Hurricane. Didn't do too well last week, but will hope to do better this week as he faces the flamboyant dancer, Fandango. So here we go. The Hurricane versus Fandango, and we are underway, and straight away Bulldog down. Fandango looking for an early victory, going straight to work. As he says, Fandango not bothered with what the crowd want. He couldn't care less. While the Hurricane, our hero, superhero to many, he has said that he is going to put a stop to the dancing. But if the fans want it, he will dance it instead of Fandango, which was sort of confused a lot of people. When Fandango got a hold of it, he just laughed and said he will let the business in the ring. There's a nice neck breaker there. And again, a swinging neck breaker. Takes Hurricane down. Turns him over. Drops the leg. And a neck break of his own. Hurricane in control of this match, which is going a lot better than last week's when he lost to Screwface. Drops the big leg. Now the cover. Just a one count. Into the tie-up. Hurricane again. Takes him down. Swings arm. Drops the knee down on the arm. Now, again, look at this submission kind of move in the face as Raw continues. We'll be straight back here on Monday Night Raw as we're back on Non-Stop Wrestling. We'll be back in just a